Land's End shares are on the rise this morning after the retailer posted much better than expected fourth quarter earnings, gave an upbeat outlook for the year. But the quarter is really just the latest in the turnaround story that is Land's End, which has seen its stock surge more than 670% over the past year. Land's End CEO Jerome Griffith joins us now. Jerome, good to see you, and definitely want to talk about the quarter, but we have to start with the stock price, up 670% the past year, and I think that will have surprised a lot of investors. I know it has surprised me. Could you point to just 3 reasons why you think the market has embraced your stock to that extent?
Over the last 4 years, we've been investing a lot in technology. Our customer experience is extremely important to us. And what we've seen is that there are more and more people shopping online, and our marketing strategy has been to go out and look for customers who have the exact same attributes as our current customers. And what we're finding is, we're having really good NCA numbers of people coming into the brand, but even better, we're having very good rebuy rates as well. So those customers that are new are becoming more active customers, or what we call active customers that are buying every year and regularly. And those active customers end up staying with us for quite a long time, on average 17 years. So we have a very loyal customer base. And since you've seen that demand increasing, and at the same time, the third thing is our Let's Get Comfy campaign, which is something that we instituted even before the beginning of the pandemic. And it's all about comfort and comfort at home with family.
All right, so multiple reasons, but why do you think you're seeing that customer come back so repeatedly? Have you invested in product quality?
Well, the company was founded on 3 tenets: quality, value, and service. And when I joined the company 4 years ago, one of the things that the previous management had not been doing is really loving the customer and designing product for that customer. And what we've done is done deep dives into exactly who is our customer and what do they look for, what do they expect from Land's End, and have designed products to that end. And it's been very well received by our customer base.
It's Julie here. I want to ask you about the year-over-year net revenue change in the fourth quarter, because it did fall by 2%, even though it came in above estimates. You guys are looking at an increase in revenue on the year, but I am curious about that decline in revenue. I mean, as you say, comfort is one of the hallmarks, right, of Land's End. Comfort is something we're all striving for, especially right now. Why the decline in revenue, and then what's going to push the rebound on the year?
We were up against a one-off. Last fourth quarter, we launched American Airlines. We have a pretty robust uniform program. And when big companies do big launches, you'll see a spike in revenue. And we're up against a spike in American. And what's happening this year is we've invested in new ways of doing business. One is third party. So we've been with Amazon for a few years, and we added Kohl's to our mix this year. And that's been a big plus for us because Kohl's customer attributes are very similar to Land's End. Additionally, we've launched Marketplace. We did some research with our customers a couple of years ago to see if they'd be interested in compatible products on our website, but that are not Land's End products. And they resoundingly said yes, because of the convenience factor. And that's been a plus for us. But the biggest factor really has been just the on-top organic growth year on year in our domestic and our international websites. That's where you're going to see the biggest dollar increases.
And, Jerome, you talked a little bit about investing in that core customer. And I'm curious, like from a style standpoint, from a fashion standpoint, what sorts of things have been working for you and what sorts of things you want to lean more into? I mean, I noticed that you're wearing a turtleneck, and it does feel like that's had a little bit of a comeback recently. And I'm just curious from that standpoint where you guys see the business going.
We've seen several product categories which have really resounded well with the customer in the last year. Knitwear in both men's and women's has been phenomenally good for us, and that also leads to good rebuy rates on your web business. Loungewear and activewear have been very strong. Sleepwear over the holidays has been phenomenal, and we're seeing now a year-in, year-out sleepwear business. And we also have great home products, mostly sheets and towels, which is where the big volume is, but we've also added third-party marketplace players with things like rugs and bath mats and outdoor furniture, which has really resonated well with the customer.
Jerome, how do you imagine, how do you think that these stimulus checks that are now starting to hit bank accounts, how do you think that will impact your spring selling season?
It'll have some impact on it, but to be honest with you, our trends have been throughout this past year. I think what you'll see overall for the economy is there'll be a big pickup this year, and 2020 or 2021 will be a very strong year with a very robust economy. And you're already seeing it in certain things, people trying to get products either manufactured or into the country because there's been such a stimulus in the economy as of late. I think we'll be a recipient of that, but I also think that the company is resilient with or without it.
Before we let you go, why do you think you're so popular in the Southeast?
I think we're gaining popularity in the Southeast. The Northeast is really our area. I think the products that we make, both weather-wise and activity-wise and style-wise, resonate with that customer. But if you look at the top states that we have, it's New York, it's California, it's Texas, it's Massachusetts. It's relatively similar to where you'll see the population going. But there's been such a migration of people from the Northeast to the Southeast as of late. I think that's one of the big reasons.
All right, we'll leave it there. Land's End CEO Jerome Griffith, good to see you. Good luck on this quarter. We'll talk to you soon.
Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.